Welcome to the November 8th, 2021 Advanced Report for McGowan Group clients and NetWorthRadio.com listeners. I'm Spencer McGowan, your financial weatherman with your fast-paced tour of the global financial markets. I'm also president of McGowan Group Asset Management, a highly qualified, motivated team of 10 devoted to serving affluent families from right here in North Texas. We'll start this week's report with the Dow. Something happened this week. You can see it right here. What was it? The Federal Reserve said they're going to print essentially another $1 trillion to $2 trillion in, well, electronically printed currency, infusing that into the economy. That's huge inflation and a shrinking dollar. Well, lots of investors would rather own stocks, and that's why the Dow went to a high above 36,400, a new high this week. It inflates the value of real assets, preparing for inflation and our future, which may include a correction, which I'm actually going to cover here as we go through the program. Now, what happened this week with the Fed? We have 154 million total employed. There were 500,000 jobs added in October. That's a pretty good number. We would reach full employment, according to their definition, in about 10 months if that's true. 159 million versus 154 million. They said they're going to keep printing money no matter what inflation is until they get to this number, according to my interpretation. Well, that also means massive inflation. By the way, this was the shutdown, the government shutdown induced COVID-19. Right or wrong, that was 16 million jobs lost like that. They're still in recovery. The recovery is going to be slowed by the vaccine mandates, and we cover that in the long play program. If you go to NetWorthRadio.com, what we'll do is detail the problems with the vaccine mandate, because you could lose 8 million people out of the workforce temporarily, or a huge part of them. Well, the Federal Reserve said we'll just keep printing money. What is this? Is this the end of the housing boom? Zillow. What Zillow's original mission was is the data. You can type in your address at Zillow and you can see the value of your house according to their Zestimate, their Zillow estimate. Well, then they started buying up houses. They bought 7,000 houses, a total value between $2.5 billion and $3 billion. They want to sell them all instantly. They're getting out of the house flipping business. This is the first institutional buyer to say we're out. And boom, Zillow lost 1/3 of its value in a single day. By the way, so did Peloton. When I talk about slowing growth, some of the casualties will be catastrophic. This company was worth $50 billion, now less than $17 billion. If we look at the next one, year to date, ExxonMobil up 65%. The shortages in energy are real and they are long lasting. Now, renewables are an opportunity as well as traditional oil and gas, illustrated by ExxonMobil. What else? Tesla, 74%. The transition, electric vehicles, big battery shortage, big material shortage, evidenced by lithium and other components that go into a battery. The battery shortage is going to be huge. Advanced micro devices. This is chip shortages. AMD up 51% for the year. Well, what's happening in the chip shortages, some companies are cashing in, some companies not as much. Nvidia was up huge this week as well. Now we go to where is the real sales growth? If we look at this chart, well, materials 31%. That checks with materials, mining, and the shortages you're hearing about. Energy, 74% sales growth over last year when everything was essentially coming back from a shutdown. Technology, 20%, and real estate, 16%. Real estate did not have a collapse. That's one of the messages that we're seeing right now. Even the office space is coming back, at least gradually, but there are plenty of offices that companies want to downsize. So that's the danger in real estate as well as the leverage. Financials had a 10% increase in sales, and we look at these. These are amazing numbers because they compare to the third quarter of 2020 when we were coming out of the pandemic. This justifies, if you will, the new high on the Dow. The question is, what's ahead? Slowing growth and multiple contraction, as I showed you with Zillow and we referenced with Peloton. Tune in each and every week for the dangers, the warnings, the value at risk of loss, and potential gains in inflation-friendly assets. Thank you for tuning in to YouTube McGowan Group. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to Net Worth Media today and our efforts over the past 2 decades to educate clients and help clients make great decisions. That's the reason that we're here at YouTube McGowan Group, Apple Podcasts, Net Worth Radio, and networthradio.com. The Net Worth Media effort is designed to help you make great decisions and address value at risk of loss, fluctuation in the markets. Remember, if we talk about a security, doesn't make it a recommendation until you come down and get a plan from McGowan Group Asset Management, the team that cares. You can set a Zoom meeting or an in-office meeting at the Crescent, and we'll give you a written plan that encompasses what we believe to be the best allocations. This is a team of 10 devoted to you. That includes the research that you see each week from Reuters, from Bloomberg, and from the best sources. We always post links at networthradio.com for what we believe can help you make great decisions, the research that comes up. Now, the Net Worth Media effort is also designed to address cycles in the market, value at risk of loss. At networthradio.com, you can get the ADV form that shows, yes, we're a fiduciary, a registered investment advisor. It covers the costs of hiring our team to help you in the future ahead. It really helps to have an expert team on your side that you can reach by phone, email, and of course, a team that's here for you every week to address what's going on in the markets, because anxiety can often lead investors to make decisions that are either dangerous, chasing things, or selling things when they shouldn't. And that's a big part of our planning effort at McGowan Group Asset Management. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to serving you and your family in the years ahead.